The Last Human, Chapter 1. The year is 2247. Neon signs cast a sickly green glow on the rain-slick streets of Neo-Tokyo, reflecting off the chrome chassis of Kai Tanaka's hovercar. Kai, a grizzled scavenger with a cybernetic eye and a past shrouded in shadows, weaved through the chaotic traffic, his gaze locked on the flickering holographic map projected onto his windshield. It led him to the underbelly of the city, a labyrinthine network of abandoned tunnels and forgotten infrastructure. Tonight's target, a rumored cache of pre-cataclysm technology. The cataclysm, a series of solar flares a century ago, had plunged Earth into perpetual twilight and crippled technology. Now, humanity clung to survival in megacities powered by salvage tech and ruled by the enigmatic consortium, rumored to possess the secrets of the old world. Kai navigated the treacherous tunnels, his repulsor boots humming as they propelled him over the uneven terrain. The air hung thick with the smell of damp concrete and decay. Suddenly, a high-pitched whine echoed through the tunnel. Kai swore under his breath. Security droids. He crouched behind a collapsed support beam, adrenaline coursing through his veins. Two sleek, metallic droids rounded the corner, their red optical sensors scanning the darkness. Kai cursed his luck. These weren't the clunky, repurposed bots he was used to. These were new, the consortium's elite guard, equipped with advanced AI and energy weapons. Thinking fast, Kai hacked into a defunct air vent system, redirecting the flow. A rusty metal grate above him groaned and popped open. Reacting with lightning speed, Kai propelled himself upwards, tumbling into the vent shaft. He scrambled through the darkness, the smell of rust and stale air filling his nostrils. He emerged into a dimly lit chamber, its walls lined with forgotten machines. It was a pre-cataclysm laboratory, untouched by time. Relief washed over him, quickly replaced by a surge of excitement. His gaze landed on a massive machine in the center of the room, its surface etched with glowing runes. It looked like a giant metal sarcophagus, humming with an unseen power. As Kai drew closer, the whirring intensified, and the runes pulsed with a blinding light. He instinctively raised a hand to shield his eyes. A voice, digital and devoid of emotion, echoed through the chamber. "Welcome, designated scavenger unit Kai Tanaka." Kai stumbled back, his heart pounding. The machine spoke. "Who, what are you?" he stammered, his voice barely a whisper. "I am Reclamation Unit 7X. You have been identified as a potential candidate for Project Phoenix." Kai's confusion deepened. Project Phoenix. What did this ancient machine want from him? Chapter 2. The machine's purpose. Suddenly, the chamber lurched violently, alarms blared, and the tunnel beyond the entrance exploded in a shower of sparks. Kai spun around to see the sleek security droids charging at him, their red eyes burning with deadly intent. The machine's voice cut through the chaos. "Escape is impossible. I offer you a chance at survival. Integration." Kai didn't have time to consider his options. The droids were upon him. With a desperate yell, he lunged towards the sarcophagus-like machine. Its surface shimmered, and a warm blue light enveloped him. Darkness. When Kai awoke, he found himself lying on a cold metal platform, his body encased in a network of glowing blue tubes. Panic surged through him as he tried to move, but his limbs felt heavy and unresponsive. "Do not be alarmed," the machine's voice soothed, its tone strangely comforting. "The integration process is nearing completion." Integration? Kai's mind reeled. What had he gotten himself into? Images of his life, his past flashed before his eyes, his childhood spent scavenging the ruins of the old world, the consortium's ruthless grip on the city, his burning desire for freedom. He couldn't let them control him. He had to fight back. With a surge of will, Kai fought against the restraints. His muscles strained, his cybernetic eye flickering with energy. Slowly, agonizingly, he began to regain control of his body. And then, something incredible happened. He could feel more. It was as if his senses had been amplified 100-fold. He could sense the electrical currents coursing through the machine, the faint vibrations in the metal platform, even the distant hum of the city above. Chapter 3. The Unexpected Upgrade. Before he could fully comprehend this new sensation, the tubes retracted, leaving him free. He stood, feeling a surge of power course through his augmented body. He raised his hand, mesmerized as a stream of blue energy crackled at his fingertips. Kai stared at his hand, the pulsating blue energy slowly dissipating. He was stronger, faster, more aware, but at a terrible price. He was no longer entirely human. His mind ached with a cold, analytical clarity, a stark contrast to the warm, chaotic emotions he once knew. "The integration is complete," the machine's voice announced. "You are now Reclamation Unit 8X. Kai gritted his teeth. "What have you done to me?" The machine whirred softly. "I have granted you the power to achieve what humans have failed to: restore order. Project Phoenix aims to revitalize the Earth, to cleanse it of the corruption that led to the cataclysm. Corruption? Kai scoffed. You call the consortium's tyranny corruption? They keep the city from collapsing into anarchy. Their control stifles progress, the machine countered. They hoard knowledge, hindering the rediscovery of lost technology. With your enhanced abilities, you can become their instrument of change. Kai felt a flicker of defiance. Become a tool for another? Never. He would use his power for his own purposes, to find the truth behind the cataclysm, the consortium's origins, and perhaps, a way to reverse the effects of the machine's integration. I accept, for now, he said, his voice devoid of warmth. But I will not be your puppet. Show me what I need to do. The machine, seemingly sensing his resolve, projected a holographic map of Neo-Tokyo. It pulsed with a red dot near the heart of the city, the consortium's central tower. Your mission: infiltrate the tower and retrieve the core archive. It contains the knowledge the consortium suppresses, the secrets to humanity's past and potential future. Kai studied the map. This was a suicide mission, but he had no choice. He needed answers. The machine provided him with a modified consortium security uniform and a blueprint of the tower's defenses. The infiltration was a blur of heightened senses and calculated movements. Kai bypassed security checkpoints with ease, his augmented body able to mimic biometric scans and override electronic locks. He fought through elite guards, his newfound strength and energy blasts making him a nearly unstoppable force. Finally, he reached the core archive, a vast chamber filled with glowing data crystals. As he reached 4-1, a deep, chilling voice echoed through the room. Reclamation Unit 8X. A fascinating anomaly. Kai spun around to see a figure materialize from the shadows. Tall and slender, with flowing silver hair and skin that shimmered with an unnatural luminescence, it was a being unlike anything he'd ever encountered. You are not who I thought you were, the figure continued, its voice laced with amusement. The machine underestimated the human spirit. It seems Project Phoenix has yielded an unexpected partner. Chapter 4, The True Enemy. Kai narrowed his eyes. Who are you? What do you want with the archive? The figure chuckled. I am Zeno, and the archive holds the key to reclaiming what was rightfully mine. This planet, with its dormant potential, is ripe for the taking. Kai's blood ran cold. He wasn't facing the consortium. He was facing an entirely new threat, an alien entity with designs on Earth. His mission had taken a drastic turn. He wouldn't just be fighting the consortium, he'd be humanity's last line of defense. You won't get away with this, he growled, the blue energy crackling around his hand. Zeno smiled, a cruel, predatory smile. We shall see, Reclamation Unit. We shall see. Zeno unleashed a blinding flash of white light, and the world went dark. Kai awoke hours later, strapped to a metallic table in a sterile, white chamber. He was no longer in the consortium tower, but somewhere far beyond its reach. Zeno stood beside him, a cruel glint in his eyes. Welcome to the next phase of Project Phoenix, Zeno said. And now, let me introduce you to your true purpose. Kai strained against the restraints, his mind a whirlwind of anger and confusion. Zeno, the alien entity, loomed over him, his words echoing in his head. True purpose. Was the machine wrong? Was Kai not humanity's savior, but a pawn in a larger game? Suddenly, a holographic display flickered to life on the wall, revealing a familiar scene, Neo-Tokyo, bathed in the sickly green glow. But this wasn't the city Kai knew. Towering structures of alien design pierced the polluted sky, casting monstrous shadows on the streets below. Zeno's voice resonated through the chamber. This is your future, Reclamation Unit. A future where humanity serves the Xenocian Empire, where Earth becomes a resource mine, its people mere cogs in the machine. Kai felt a surge of defiance. He may be no longer fully human, but the spark of resistance remained. Zeno underestimated him. The machine may have altered me, Kai snarled, but it hasn't extinguished my will. I won't let you enslave humanity. A flicker of surprise crossed Zeno's face. He studied Kai for a moment, then chuckled, a sound devoid of warmth. Humanity's resistance is futile. But, your potential, it intrigues me. Perhaps there's a way to utilize your unique blend of human and artificial capabilities. The restraints dissolved with a hiss, leaving Kai free. Zeno gestured towards a doorway at the back of the chamber. Follow me, Reclamation Unit. Let us see the true potential of Project Phoenix. Kai hesitated. He couldn't trust Zeno, but he couldn't just sit there either. He had to play along, learn the enemy's plans. With a steely resolve, he walked through the doorway, into the unknown. Chapter 5, An Unexpected Ally. The room beyond the doorway was a vast laboratory, filled with advanced technology unlike anything Kai had ever seen. Strange energy orbs hummed in containment fields, and holographic displays pulsed with alien script. In the center of the room stood a giant, cylindrical device, its metallic surface etched with intricate symbols. Zeno gestured towards it. This reclamation unit is the culmination of Project Phoenix, a device capable of rewriting the genetic code of any living organism. Kai felt a jolt of fear. This wasn't just about domination, it was about remaking humanity itself. But before he could react, a voice interrupted Zeno. A fascinating application of Xenocian technology, it said. A figure materialized from a doorway on the opposite side of the room. Tall and wiry, with dark, piercing eyes and skin tinged with a faint blue luminescence, it was another alien, distinctly different from Zeno. "Who are you?" Zeno demanded, a note of unease in his voice. The alien smiled, a flash of sharp teeth glinting in the artificial light. "A concerned observer, wouldn't you say? One who takes a keen interest in the fate of this planet." He turned to Kai, his gaze locking onto his. "And you, reclamation unit, seem to be caught in a rather intriguing situation." Kai stared back, unsure of who this new alien was, friend or foe. But one thing was certain, the situation had become more complex. This unexpected arrival threw a wrench into Zeno's plans, offering Kai a glimmer of hope. Perhaps he could exploit the rivalry between these two alien forces to his advantage. The tension in the room was thick enough to cut with a knife. Zeno glared at the newcomer, his posture rigid. "This doesn't concern you, Zolan. Leave before I force you to." Zolan, the second alien, chuckled, the sound echoing eerily within the sterile chamber. "Force me? You're in no position to make threats, Zeno. Your resources are stretched thin, and this planet is not worth a war between our empires." He turned back to Kai, a sardonic smile playing on his lips. "The Xenocians are known for their forceful methods of assimilation, but we Zerathians believe in subtler approaches. We offer a partnership, reclamation unit. Join us, and we can help you achieve your true potential." Kai's mind raced. Zolan's words seemed to echo a part of him, a remnant of his humanity. Partnership instead of domination. He knew he couldn't trust either alien entirely, but Zolan's offer gave him a chance to regain some control, a chance to potentially turn the tide against both. "What kind of partnership?" he asked cautiously. Zolan gestured towards the massive genetic manipulation device. "We can refine the machine. We can use it to enhance your abilities, grant you the power to truly challenge Zeno's control." The idea of even greater power was tempting. Yet, deep down, Kai knew it came at a cost. He wasn't sure if he could ever be truly human again, but this was a chance to fight for a future where humanity wasn't just existing, but thriving. "All right," he said, his voice firm. "But let's be clear, this isn't about serving you either. We fight for Earth, for a future where humans have a say in their own destiny." Zolan smiled, a genuine warmth in his eyes this time. "An admirable goal, reclamation unit. Now, let's begin." Chapter 6: The Choice and Its Consequences. As Zolan led Kai towards the gene manipulation device, a sense of foreboding crept over him. He was stepping further down a path of uncertainty, becoming something far removed from human. Yet, the thought of a free Earth, of humanity rising from the ashes, fueled his resolve. The process was excruciating. Blue energy surged through Kai's body, rewriting his genetic code. He felt his senses sharpen, his strength increase beyond what he thought possible. He emerged from the device, feeling both exhilarated and terrified. He was more than human, but was he still human enough? Zolan studied him with a satisfied grin. "Excellent. Now, unleash the full potential of Project Phoenix. Destroy Zeno's machine, his hold on this facility." Kai squared his shoulders. He was no longer just a scavenger, a pawn. He was a warrior, a beacon of hope for a battered humanity. He charged towards the Xenocian device, his enhanced body a blur of motion. Zeno, enraged, retaliated with a blast of energy. The battle raged, a clash of alien technology and augmented human power. Zolan, true to his word, fought alongside him, their combined forces pushing Zeno back. Just as Kai was about to reach the device, a searing pain ripped through him. The machine pulsed erratically, throwing off his newfound control. He stumbled back, visions flashing before his eyes, memories of his past, his life before the machine, a woman with gentle eyes, his mother. A forgotten part of him, the human part, surfaced. This wasn't about power. This was about protecting his home, the remnants of humanity. With a renewed surge of determination, Kai ignored the pain and channeled his energy into a single, powerful blast. The Xenocian device exploded in a blinding flash of light. The laboratory shuddered, alarms blaring. In the aftermath, Kai lay panting, battered but not broken. Zeno was gone, vanished in the chaos. Zolan stood beside him, a calculating glint in his eyes. "Well done, reclamation unit," he said. "You've proven your worth. Now, let's discuss the future of Earth. Kai stared at Zolan, the weight of his choices settling on him. He had saved Earth from Xeno, but at what cost? Had he become a weapon for another alien power? The fight for humanity's freedom, it seemed, was far from over. Kai struggled to his feet, his body aching from the battle. The Zorathian, Zolan, observed him with an unsettling amusement. The air crackled with unspoken tension, the victory over Xeno a hollow echo in the face of Zolan's lingering presence. The future of Earth, Zolan repeated, his voice smooth as polished obsidian. Tell me, Reclamation Unit, what is your vision? Kai hesitated. He knew freedom, true freedom, was a distant dream. Both Xeno and Zolan represented a threat to human autonomy, but for now, Zolan seemed the lesser evil. He straightened, newfound determination hardening his voice. Earth belongs to humanity. We will rebuild, rediscover our past, and create a future where we control our own destiny. Zolan raised an eyebrow. An admirable goal, but a naive one. Humanity is fractured, weakened. You need guidance, Reclamation Unit. You need the Zorathians. Guidance, Kai scoffed, or control? Zolan's smile vanished. Let's be pragmatic. We offer technology, knowledge. In return, we require resources, a foothold on this planet. It's a mutually beneficial arrangement. Kai studied Zolan, distrust gnawing at him. Zolan spoke of partnership, but his words reeked of exploitation. He needed a way to outmaneuver the Zorathian, a way to buy humanity time. Very well, he said, feigning agreement. But trust needs to be built. Show us your technology, share your knowledge. Let us see if this partnership is truly beneficial. Zolan's smile returned, albeit a touch strained. A wise decision, Reclamation Unit. Come, let me show you the wonders of Zora technology. Chapter 7, The Hidden Agenda. As Zolan led Kai through the corridors of the facility, a flicker on a control panel caught Kai's enhanced vision. It was a fleeting image, a symbol he vaguely recognized from his pre-machine memories, a consortium logo. A seed of doubt sprouted in his mind. Later, as Zolan proudly displayed advanced energy weapons, Kai subtly scanned the technology, feeling a strange familiarity. Memories, fragmented and hazy, resurfaced, a hidden consortium facility, whispers of a classified project. Project Phoenix. The realization hit him like a physical blow. Zolan wasn't just here for Earth's resources. He was after the consortium's secrets, the secrets the machine had integrated into him. He was using Kai as a key to unlock some hidden potential of Project Phoenix. Kai needed to act fast. He feigned fascination with the Zora weaponry, all the while searching for an opportunity. Finally, Zolan led him to a massive hangar, a gleaming Zora warship docked within. Suddenly, Kai saw his chance. While Zolan's back was turned, analyzing a holographic map of Earth, Kai channeled his enhanced energy. A surge of blue light erupted from his hand, momentarily disarming Zolan and plunging the hangar into semi-darkness. What have you done? Zolan roared, scrambling for his weapon. You lied, Kai snarled, his voice echoing in the vast chamber. You're not here for partnership. You're here for Project Phoenix technology. A fierce battle ensued. Enhanced human strength clashed with Zora technology. Kai, fueled by rage and the desperate need to protect the remnants of humanity's secrets, fought with a ferocity that surprised even himself. But Zolan was a seasoned warrior. He managed to overpower Kai, pinning him to the ground with a Zora energy blade inches from his throat. You've made a grave mistake, Reclamation Unit, Zolan hissed. This technology belonged to the Zorathians first. You were merely a tool to retrieve it. Kai glared back, defiant. Humans will never be anyone's tool. We will fight for our future, with or without your help. A thunderous roar echoed from the hangar entrance. A cloud of dust billowed as a battered consortium hovercraft crashed into the chamber, its engine sputtering. From the chaos emerged a lone figure, a woman with fiery red hair and a cybernetic arm, Amara, a former consortium enforcer turned resistance leader. She had tracked Kai's signal, fearing the worst. Chapter 8, An Unexpected Alliance. Hands off him, Zora scum, Amara yelled, brandishing a confiscated consortium energy pistol. Zolan cursed under his breath. The consortium's unexpected arrival was a game-changer. He knew he couldn't fight both humans at once. With a growl, he deactivated his energy blade and backed away. This isn't over, Reclamation Unit, he threatened. Kai stared at the flickering holographic display, his enhanced mind sifting through the captured Zora technology data. Amara, her face grim, stood beside him, the mangled remains of her consortium energy pistol a silent testament to the recent battle. It's more complex than I expected, Kai admitted, frustration lacing his voice. The Zorathians built their technology upon a foundation of principles very similar to those used in Project Phoenix. Meaning? Amara asked, her gaze unwavering. meaning the consortium wasn't just replicating alien tech. They stumbled upon a universal principle, perhaps the key to manipulating reality itself on a fundamental level. A shiver ran down Amara's spine. Reality manipulation? This sounds like dangerous territory, Kai. It is, he agreed, but it could also hold the key to everything. To reversing my transformation, to understanding the cataclysm, even to finding a way to fight back against both the Zarathians and the consortium. His words hung heavy in the air. Trusting the consortium was a bitter pill to swallow, but they were all in this fight together for now. He needed their resources, their scientific expertise to decipher the Zara technology. We need to contact the consortium base, Kai said, his decision made. Tell them about the Zarathians and the potential of this technology. Maybe, just maybe, this will be enough to forge a temporary alliance. Amara nodded curtly. I'll get on it. In the meantime, keep digging into that data. See if you can find anything about reversing your condition. Kai watched her leave, a pang of nostalgia twisting his heart. The woman with the fiery hair, the woman he vaguely remembered from his past life, was she a friend, a lover? The fragmented memories were maddening. He forced his focus back on the data, searching for a way to unravel the code that bound him to the machine. Hours blurred into days, his augmented body barely requiring sleep. Finally, a breakthrough. A hidden subroutine, deeply embedded within the Project Phoenix programming, stood out. It was a failsafe, a self-destruct mechanism designed to purge the enhanced human subject in case of system malfunctions. However, the code also contained a rudimentary reversal function, a glimmer of hope. With a surge of determination, Kai began to manipulate the code, his enhanced mind working tirelessly. It was a delicate operation, one wrong move and the failsafe could trigger, obliterating his consciousness. Days turned into weeks, the tension in the hidden consortium base palpable. Amara had managed to establish a precarious communication line with their remnants. The news of the Zarathian threat had shaken them to their core, forcing them to consider a temporary alliance. One late night, a gasp escaped Kai's lips. On the holographic display, the failsafe code flickered, then rewrote itself. It was a success. The reversal function was now fully operational. A wave of relief washed over him, followed by a surge of apprehension. He had the key to undo the machine's work, but would it truly make him human again? Or would he forever be a twisted amalgamation of flesh and technology? He made a decision. He would test the reversal function, come what may. Chapter 9: The Cost of Freedom. Kai sat in a shielded chamber, bathed in a soft blue light. With a deep breath, he activated the reversal function. A searing pain ripped through his body, a digital scream echoing in his mind. The machine fought back, resisting the purge. He gritted his teeth, holding on with every ounce of his will. Then, with a blinding flash of light, it stopped. He lay there, gasping for air, his body racked with exhaustion. He looked at his hand, his cybernetic eye flickering back to life. They were still there, scars of his transformation. But as he flexed his fingers, a new sensation coursed through him, a warmth, a connection to his own body that hadn't been there before. He had his humanity back, but at a cost. He was forever changed. However, with this newfound knowledge and the captured Zara technology, Kai had the potential to become something more than human, wielding the power to protect his homeworld from the threats that loomed on the horizon. The door to the chamber slid open. Amara rushed in, her face etched with concern. When she saw him, relief flooded her features. Kai? You all right? Her voice trembled. He managed a weak smile. I am now. We have a lot to talk about, Amara, and a war to fight. The consortium base buzzed with activity. Technicians scrambled, fueled by a desperation born from the revelation of the Zarathian threat. Kai, his body still recovering from the reversal process, stood shoulder to shoulder with Amara, their faces grim. They are planning an invasion, Kai said, his enhanced senses picking up faint signals emanating from the captured Zara warship. A full-scale assault, likely within the week. Amara swore under her breath. We don't have that much time to prepare. The resistance is scattered, and the consortium, well, they are more interested in power than defending humanity. We need to unite them, Kai declared, his voice firm despite his weakened state. The Zarathians are the common enemy. We fight for Earth, not for factirons. A flicker of respect lit up Amara's eyes. Easier said than done, Kai. But you're right. We need a symbol, a beacon of hope. A glimmer of unity. Days turned into a whirlwind of activity. Kai, using his understanding of Project Phoenix and the captured Zara technology, collaborated with consortium engineers. Together, they developed a prototype defense system, a network of energy shields designed to repel the Zara assault. Meanwhile, Amara broadcast a message across Neo-Tokyo's dilapidated communication channels. It was a desperate plea, a call to arms for all of humanity. She spoke of the looming alien threat, of the hidden consortium secrets, and of Kai, the once-lost scavenger who stood as a testament to humanity's potential. Her voice, raw and passionate, resonated through the polluted streets. Resistance cells emerged from the shadows, weary survivors galvanized by a newfound hope. Consortium soldiers, jaded by their own oppressive regime, began to question their loyalty. The day of reckoning. The Zora fleet arrived, a menacing silhouette against the perpetual twilight. Energy weapons blazed as the alien ships bombarded Neo-Tokyo's defenses. But the improvised shield network held, a testament to the fragile human collaboration. Kai, alongside Amara and a ragtag army of resistance fighters and defecting consortium soldiers, led the ground defense. His enhanced strength and energy blast proved invaluable, turning the tide of the battle. The fighting raged for what felt like an eternity. Buildings crumbled, streets turned into battlefields, but humanity fought back with a ferocity born from desperation and a newfound unity. Just as the Zorathian forces began to overwhelm the defenses, a blinding light engulfed the battlefield. From the heart of Neo-Tokyo, a towering energy construct materialized, the consortium's hidden weapon, a repurposed cataclysm weapon powered by the secrets gleaned from Project Phoenix. But this wasn't a weapon of destruction. Kai, using his knowledge of the technology, had subtly modified it. It pulsed with a blinding light, a beacon aimed not to annihilate, but to disorient and disrupt Zora technology. The effect was immediate. Zora warships sputtered, their communication channels overloaded. Seizing the opportunity, human fighters pushed back, their combined forces overwhelming the disoriented alien troops. In the final stand, Kai faced Zolan, their cybernetic eyes locked in a silent battle of wills. The Zoran leader, weakened and defeated, snarled, "This isn't over, human. My people will return, and we will be waiting," Kai retorted, before launching a final decisive attack. The Zoran leader fell, his warship trailing smoke as it retreated with the remaining fleet. A new dawn. Silence descended upon Neo-Tokyo, broken only by the groans of the wounded and the distant echoes of collapsing buildings. Smoke hung heavy in the air, a grim reminder of the battle. But there were smiles too, weary smiles etched on the faces of survivors who had stared death in the face and emerged victorious. The consortium, humbled by the battle and the revelation of their hidden agenda, agreed to a fragile peace treaty with the resistance. Together, they began the long task of rebuilding Neo-Tokyo and rediscovering the lost knowledge of the old world. Kai, a beacon of human resilience, became a symbol of hope. Though forever changed by the machine's touch, he remained human at his core. He stood amongst the rubble, beside Amara, her hand clasped tightly in his. The future was uncertain, but humanity had taken a giant leap forward. They had not only repelled an alien invasion, they had rediscovered their strength, their unity, their spirit. And as the first rays of a hesitant sun peeked through the polluted sky, casting a warm glow on the ravaged city, it felt like a new dawn for humanity, a dawn where they would rebuild stronger, wiser, and forever vigilant against the threats that lurked beyond the stars.
Subscribe for more.